Hi and welcome back. I haven't filmed on this camera for a while. Today is the day for one of my favorite videos ever, the 25 question video. I need to go and get the questions out. So this is the video I do every year, and if I'm not wrong, I think this is the third year that I'm doing it. The first question, I really need to skip this one and make this into a 24 question video because it's who are you? No, we're gonna skip this. So then, what is today's date? Today is the 15th of May, Friday the 15th of May. What picture did you last post on Instagram, I guess? Hope it's not anything embarrassing, but then again, I don't really post things that are embarrassing. This is the last picture. Hope you can see this. I know it's just a window, but I was sitting there reading, looking out the window into a tree, and that's why I posted it, because I find that really soothing and really relaxing. What is your favorite food? So at the moment, I eat a lot of pasta pesto. I really like red pesto and Parmesan. And actually, if you add a few other things like mushrooms and other bits, that's nice too. But I also really like Chinese food. I think I said that in the last two videos. I have a new recipe for lasagna that I recently made that is amazing. I have a new favorite breakfast, which I've shown you in the vlogs, which is that Waitrose nutty something with Greek yogurt and a bit of brown sugar and my new addition, almond butter on top. So good, but that's breakfast. What else? I like a lot of things, to be honest. I really like pizza with artichokes. Okay, now it's getting a bit more deep. What did you achieve this year? Today is probably not the best day to ask me this because for some reason I have felt a little bit down today. But what did I achieve this year? Well, I had a big achievement this year, which I've already shared on this channel. I became a British citizen. So I think this was probably the biggest achievement this year, and it looks like I'm about to achieve something else, but I can't tell you yet because I haven't fully achieved it yet. I get a bit impatient because I want to achieve things fast, but I mean, I don't have to slow myself down in my actions, but what I do have, I need to really stop and appreciate what I've done so far and note that it's okay where I am. And you know how people always say, look at what you can achieve in 5 years, like you can achieve much more in 5 years compared to 1 year. Like for some reason our brain always wants to go to 1 year, like this year I'm going to achieve all of this, but sometimes you just can't, and some things are also just out of your hands. And so I feel like I'm on a good path, but sometimes I get impatient and then I start to feel down. What made you happy? I had to think of my boyfriend immediately. I tried to say what comes to my mind immediately. Obviously, he's not my only source of happiness. I think, you know, just sitting here with a coffee in my hands, looking at the cat, is something that makes me incredibly happy. I'm currently on holiday. I'm in Devon, so that's why I'm saying that, just sitting here. But also, you know, London, just sitting in the morning, having my coffee in peace, ideally looking at the greenery, if there is greenery outside of my window. Those little things make me really, really happy. Having really good friends, having conversations with really good friends, reading a good book, that's making me very happy. I think there's questions about books later, otherwise I would have told you what I'm reading right now. I think my battery is about to die. Even though I just put this in. And yeah. I think it's because I haven't used this camera for a while. That's why the battery is playing up. Anyway, okay. The next question. What do you regret? What do I regret? I don't have any regrets, like looking back at the last year. Every time I find out something I didn't know that could have been like really beneficial, I feel a bit of regret that I didn't know about it sooner, but I don't really have big regrets. What should you do more often? I think I probably said the same last year. Go swimming more often, maybe. Go out more often. Get out of my comfort zone more often. I have actually started to do that more recently. Just occasionally in the day-to-day doing something that's out of my comfort zone. That's my answer. Where do you want to be next year? That's a good question. Next year, at this time, I remember what I said last year. Last year, I said, I want to be sitting in my own flat when I film this. So, I'm not. Funny enough, I'm in the same part of the country. I'm not in the same house, but I am in Devon. Last year at this time I was in Torquay and now I'm in Exeter. But and I said hopefully there will be an update on that soon. But yeah, but where do I want to be next year? Next year I want to feel really, I think this is a big one, but I'm just gonna say it. I want to feel really accomplished within myself, within my career, and I want to really be super clear in what I want and what makes me happy. And I already know that to a degree, but I feel that it's a journey. And maybe in Devon again. Who knows? What was the best moment? The best moment. That's why maybe it is better to look at the questions first, because then you can think about it. But I kind of like not knowing the questions. I mean, obviously, I've had them last year, but you forget them. So, and what was my worst moment? No, I didn't really have a worst moment. But what I can tell you is that between January and March, the weather was so depressing here. It really got to me. I think I had some stretches where I was really not in a good mood. There's a child crying outside. Maybe I should close the window. Okay, that's that. What was your last holiday trip? I am on it right now. I am on it. Yeah, currently in Devon, Exeter. In Exeter, Devon. When do you film? Where do you film this video? Well, I've just told you. What was the last YouTube video you watched? It was Mark Nato. He's a German YouTuber, a German reaction YouTuber, and he was reacting to Prominent Getrennt, a German reality show. I haven't finished it. I'm going to continue when I finish this video. But I want to tell you, what did I watch before? I watched Perfect Match on Netflix. There was a new season just released. I watched you, didn't I? Oh, baby. I watched you. Mwah. Yeah, I've told you. What was the last book you read and did you like it? I have to go into my pictures because I always take pictures of the books that I read. Actually, I remember. The last book I read is Lisa Jewell, The Family upstairs. Oh my goodness, I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. You have to read it. It's so good. Okay, there isn't a question about me, like what am I reading now, so I want to tell you though. Ugh, it's upstairs. I don't want to go upstairs right now. It's also Lisa Jewell, and it's The Truth About Melody Brown. And I'm 1/3 going towards the middle, and I really like it so far. But I really don't know 100% where it's going, but I really like it so far. So that's what I'm currently reading. And then the best book of the year, I would have to say The Family Upstairs. The worst book. Oh, that was, well, I can't say worst book because I usually read reviews or I get a summary of the book. It's kind of unlikely that I pick up a book that I'm not gonna like, but I did have one recently, and it's called you wanna come here? Ooh, there you are, darling. There you are, darling. So, okay, I forgot what it's called, but when I edit this, I'm going to put it there. Realization of the year. God, I feel like I don't have much. I don't have much this year. Realization of the year. I'm an absolute cat lover, but I was before already. I'm not very philosophical this time. What was the last product you bought and where? It was today. Yes, I think I can actually tell you because this video is coming out in June. I bought a birthday gift for my boyfriend, and because the cat is sitting on me, I can't go and get it. I can't get up. Though this battery is also about to die, so we'll have to go. Oh, there's another cat in the garden. It's a fan. It's a hand fan. You know, the ones that the people always sit with on the tube. I've never had one, and obviously it's not for me, but I can already see myself really wanting it. Anyway, I think my boyfriend is gonna love this gift because he always gets so hot in summer, and I am pretty sure he doesn't have one. And so yeah, that was my last purchase. That was today at John Lewis. I also thought they're probably gonna sell out when it gets hot. What did you last buy on Vinted? Oh, that's easy because that was today. I hope this other cat is not trying to come in through the cat flap. You know, sometimes cats do. When there's not a chip on the flap, they just come through. So let's have a look. It's a book, and I hope it's going to be good. It was recommended by ChatGPT. That's where I get my inspiration. Okay, let me show you. Yeah. The Kind Worth Killing. That's what I ordered today. Yeah, I always order, well, not always, but I often order a book ahead of time. So when I'm finishing the one I'm reading currently, that I already have one lined up. What did you last receive giveaway on Olio? I'm going to have a look. That was also recently. I haven't used Olio as much as I used to, but I recently gave a bunch of stuff away. The last item I gave away was a Simpsons t-shirt. I have to admit, it wasn't mine, it was my boyfriend's. We were going through his wardrobe and got rid of a bunch of stuff. What did you last receive on, oh yeah, what did you last receive on Olio? That I am not so sure. Oh, no, it's too long ago that I received something. So I can't tell you, I can't remember, and it's not saved anymore in my messages. What do you wish for on your birthday, and what are you doing on your birthday? Good question, because I am currently planning it. So here's the plan. It could change, but this is what I'm thinking right now. Lunch, I want to go with my very good friend that I usually see on my birthday to my favorite restaurant. Then in the afternoon, possibly, my boyfriend might take me to the Kittens Cafe, but that's not for sure yet, but he's taken the day off. And in the evening, possibly we are going to pancake place that I usually go to on my birthday. I had to change the battery for the second time, so I better wrap this up. Okay. Favorite song? Right now, my favorite song is Emma Koch, Warrior. So good. Really good song. Favorite YouTuber? Favorite YouTuber of all times? I wonder if I said the same last year. Saniel Jakimovski. I don't know if I say it right, but he's a German reaction YouTuber, and he's my absolute favorite YouTuber. And this is it, isn't it? Comment below. Comment a cat below if you have made it all the way to the end. Comment below if you're a dog or a cat person. Hopefully I see you in my next video. Okay, bye!